Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm a minute late there. I was just whizzing around, didn't realise the time. So, hope everyone's well. Enjoying the weather. Then again, looking at black clouds are on the way again. So, let me have a look. See, obviously, Stevie, it's her first time today. So, as with a lot of people, so hopefully she'll be able to pick this up. I know a lot of it's all very, very brand new. Right, let me send, hopefully she'll, she'll know what to do. There's a lot of people who are just sort of very new. It's very, what do I do? What do I do? But although obviously you get a request and
Works.
then there we go. There we go.
Hi.
Oh, you're all right.
Yeah, good. Just the stress of doing something new technologically is always not so good. Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone that's doing this up to, all of this series three, every single person brand has never done it before. So
No.
you're all
Oh
10 and
well.
10 virgins. There we go. Right, so if you'd like to, there we go, that's better, I can see you now. Introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
Okay, I'm Stevie Carter, and for the last 10 years I've been making stoneware pottery, which I sell the domestic. I sell my regular line of stuff at local village fairs when they happen, and craft markets and so on. Some things I make are just for me, inspired by the pottery throwdown, for instance, but
Yep.
generally I make things to sell. Yeah, that's it.
Excellent, excellent. And why did you set up your business and how did you come up with your business name? Which I've been quite, to hear about this one. It's very hard.
Well,
Whenever I'm trying to spell it or whatever, I spell it wrong, or on Facebook or on Instagram. It's one of those, isn't it? I'm not
I know
particularly
it's a
great.
tricky
Yeah.
one. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Well, I used to teach maths in a school, and I retired from that and moved to France with my other half's job. And I thought, right, I'm going to indulge my hobby, and I was fortunate to have the space and the time to set it up. And so I set up a pottery there, and then I thought, well, I can't call myself something very English. It has to be something a bit French. So I was playing around because my surname is Carter. I came up with Poterie A La Carte, which is a sort of play. It sounds French and is a play on my surname. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. I just realised I've got a T-shirt that I used to from French Kitchen. I don't speak French. I should have worn that today for you. Do you know it's lovely as well? When I remember one time when you're exhibiting and somebody come up to me and they said, "That's my old school teacher." I think it was
Old, yeah.
Catherine.
They always
Yeah.
say old, yeah.
Yes, my teacher. They all like on their best behaviour when they saw you at one of our events, which was lovely. So whereabouts are you based and where is your workspace?
Right, this is my workspace, which is
Yeah.
a shed in my garden. I live in South Holmwood, so here I am in my garden, and I used to work in the garage, but my other half said, no, I want the garage back, so he built me a shed, which was brilliant.
Fantastic. And both me and Rob, when we had the Surrey Open art studios, we came along to see Parkgate Pottery and obviously yourself as well, which was lovely. And your husband was making a tree house. Is that going on nicely?
Yes, it's nearly finished. It needs painting and it needs a ladder, but apart from that, it's pretty much ready. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, your workspace is just lovely, and I can see where you kind of get your inspiration from, and you can just sort of potter around, literally. Sorry, no pun intended.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's what I love doing. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
just trying.
exactly. I
Yeah,
think there's a lot of people, even when we're talking about having that just place that you can go to and escape to, which is just away from everything, and you can then just create what you do, isn't it? Which is lovely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen that? That's probably quite hard for you, isn't it?
That's really hard because my favourite item is often the last thing I made.
Yes.
I made, I don't know if I can turn this round. Can you see there? There's where are we? A black and white pot there, which is
Yep.
enormous and coil built, and it's waiting to be fired again. And that was inspired by one of the pottery throwdown projects. But
Right.
because I don't sell that sort of thing, that's sort of yeah, my favourite things at the moment are goblets. I showed you them at the weekend, didn't I? And I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
you
those
did.
all elegant. But in the kitchen, I got things that I made back in the French days. So this is an example of a plate I made.
Wow.
It's a painting of the village high street, like
That's amazing. That's
where I
brilliant. Yeah.
um, that's my, I keep tomatoes on that, and that's my favourite thing. I look at it every day. So favourite, I haven't got one favourite. Yeah.
And I must say as well, because whenever you come to exhibit with us, you have a 6 foot table. So you know you have to, so when we came to yours, you had like 4 tables with all of your different, because you've got lots of different
Yeah,
styles, haven't you? Which was really,
yeah,
really nice to see. And it's as well when I think you joined us in 2018. But it's really nice and seeing each time, which I love about you as well, is there's always something different. You're always working on something different, like your goblets, and you showed me something
yeah.
the other day that you're hoping to exhibit, and it's lovely with the different colours and how how you've evolved, isn't it? And learning different things as you go along.
Oh, it's all about learning. You never stop
Yeah.
learning, I think, with ceramics. Yeah.
Yeah, and things with life, isn't it? I think everyone's got to, keep learning, because otherwise you're just, you just stand still, don't you, while the world goes by. You've got to jump on it and go with it as well, haven't
Oh,
you?
absolutely. Yes, that's my philosophy. Yeah.
And so, have you been working on anything new at all this year? I mean, you said about you've got your little wine goblets,
Goblets.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've signed up again. Well, signed up. You don't really do anything, but I'm going to take part again in the It's hashtag 30 plates for 30 days,
Oh,
which is an
yes.
Instagram challenge, and this will be the third time I've done it.
Wow.
It's going to take place in October, but obviously you need
Fantastic.
planning and prep time. So I'm starting to get my ideas together for that, to make a different plate for every day of October and post it online, and it'll be on a theme. They have a different theme for
Yeah.
each day. Quite challenging, but I'm quite enjoying the mental side of that, trying to group things together and think, well, those all go together, so I'll make those a particular style.
Yeah.
So look out for some new things there. Yeah,
Yeah, and I really enjoyed that. I think both. I know that Rob did as well. We both really enjoyed it. It's kind of like each model. What's she made now? What's new? And it's really nice, isn't it? Because it's about making what you like and then actually making brand new stuff. And so now I look forward to that, especially what the theme might be. That's yes. So
right. Well,
anything that when the theme comes, we might be able to throw some ideas at you because you've got to come up with 30 of them.
Certainly there'll be
That is
lots of plates on my stall soon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. um, as you know, we have an ethos about being unique, friendly, creative, unique, and friendly. You can put it in whatever order you like; it doesn't really matter. As long
Yeah.
as you're all free. That's what we're about. Is there an ethos or something that you sort of have or that you work with?
I try to make each piece individual.
Yes.
You might make a set of bowls, but I don't make them all the same. My pottery teacher used to say to me, you should make a set of exactly the same ones, just because technically it's a good thing to do, but I haven't achieved that yet. I like everything to be functional, I guess.
Yeah.
The other thing that's always in my head is, I think more guides me, is my teacher. He was my teacher of adult ed classes and my friend for 30 years. And he
Wow.
always used to come up with good advice. And his photo's up in the studio here somewhere. And if I have a problem, or if things go wrong, or I'm trying, or even if things go right, it's always, what would Dennis say? And I'm just
Yeah.
sort of trying to think about his voice is still in my head, really guiding me. So that's my overall ethos, I guess. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, and it's really lovely. I think I say to lots of different people that exhibit and whatever they do is to find, they probably do, but to find somebody as well that you admire and that you look up to, you know, maybe, you know, contact them as well, because it's really nice, isn't it? It's nice to have somebody that can say, oh wow, you're doing well, or you can ask them
Mm.
for advice. And there's lots of different communities and different things with like yourself, that I'm sure you're in a group of local pottery people, and if you're not,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly, yeah, yeah. Which is really
Yeah.
great, isn't it? And you can just bounce, you know, ideas off each other, and you know, that's what's great about Curated, when we all get together and seeing what we're all
Oh,
making.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right. It's a very supportive atmosphere. Yeah.
yeah. So what would you say your goals and dreams for this year are?
I'm always hoping to improve myself technically, you know, throw bowls that are better shapes or plates that are thinner or whatever. Um, yeah, I don't really have any dreams. I don't have
No,
time to dream, Jason. You
no,
know, I'm
no.
happy as I am. Yeah,
Exactly, which is great,
yeah,
isn't it? And you know, I think
yeah,
when we came to see you, it's like I could quite imagine when you wake up each morning, sat there with your cuppa and looking out and going, actually, yeah, you're in a nice, good place, away from
yeah,
all the hustle and
yeah. I'm
bustle of
really
life,
lucky.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it is, isn't it? And that it's,
yeah,
you know, then you can, what you've made, you can come to all these, you know, the artisan market with us as well. And get to show off what you make, isn't it? And get the
yeah.
feedback from people.
I'm trying
And
to make my work more abstract now. I was quite
yes,
figurative, and I'm trying to get towards a slightly more abstract look. So that's watch this space. Yeah.
yeah, and do you know what's really lovely as well? It's kind of like with jewelry and well, everyone that exhibits, like the ceramics. God, you're all so different as well. You've all got, you know, Parkgate Pottery here. You know, she's got her own stamp for how she makes. You know, not she makes, as in. Sorry, that sounded confusing, because she makes it. But, you know, what she does is very different, and then what you do is different. And then we've got other
Yeah.
people coming on board where we've also looked at that, and their ceramics, their pottery, their style, making sure it's different. I don't, you know, I think as well, which I'm lucky to say, I don't think there is, and I haven't come across another Stevie, another Poterie A La Carte, which is lovely, isn't it? It makes you very unique, and it's nothing
Yeah.
worse when you go to events and there's something that, oh well, somebody else has done that and you've copied. So you know, it's your style that's coming through, isn't it? And
Mm, absolutely. Yeah.
you're yeah, you're. I think talking yesterday to Lou from Floriana, her background with Malta, and your kind of your love of France, and that it comes through in what you make.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. And I think people see that and understand it. And you know, first of all, they don't. They kind of, well, this is what it's about, isn't it? And if they, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, who would you say is your support network?
Well, my other half, Keith, really.
Yeah,
He's very tolerant. He does technical stuff. He does the heavy lifting when I,
yeah,
you know, come to events and things. He tolerates me being locked away in my studio for hours. It's like we both. He has his allotment, and I have my shed, and we get on quite well like that. But
yeah,
it's my family's always been, you know, jokingly supportive. You know, in the early days, I remember the kids sort of saying, "Would you like some vegetables?" Mum made the plate and pretending it weighed like 10 tons or something. You know, so that's my main support network. The Friday Potters, the pottery group you mentioned earlier, they're really important. It's great just
yeah,
to meet up and chew the fat from time to time. And it's also really good to be part of markets, you know, like events like yours and the artisan market, and just feel that you're out there somewhere, because it can be quite solitary.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, even this morning there was a lovely post from Teal Creative, and she's very excited about doing the event, but also, you know, she's done virtual ones before, and she's absolutely petrified. And there are a few people like that who, you know, but you know, we were talking yesterday. Flossie came to see us. We were just chatting, and we were talking about planning the room for September. And we said that
Mm,
when we go to plan, we look at the plan so that we don't want people in the same spot again, because they, you know, get comfortable, but then mixing it around and making sure that, oh, actually, we need to make sure that brand new person is with somebody that's done it before, that can give them advice.
that's a
We
good
look at
idea.
also, they might be mothers, or they might be that, or something in common, and it really kind of helps. And you know, it took a long time to get, it does take a lot of time to put it into there, but hopefully the plan, and that's why we've done it. And then you'll, you know, people will understand, because it's very, very daunting when you first do um, do an
First
event,
time,
isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. But once you get going with it, and I think the best thing ever is when somebody, that first person, buys something at your first event. It's like hallelujah, like it's quite an exciting thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah.
first when I wrap things up, the first one I wrap up, I'm always sort of fumbling with the paper, but after that, I know what I'm doing. But it's the first one every time that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, uh, as you know, with the events now, I've stepped back to be curated, so I'm very much the host, and obviously Rob is very much, dapper and suave and selling the product. So even this week, we're weekend, and I will be posting it on Friday afternoon. We will be at Ewhurst Carnival, and we have a
All
gazebo.
right.
So we have two tables, really, really exciting, and but also it's like, us working together again, as you said earlier, when the last 18 months has been quite bizarre, us being at home working together, but we still have he locks the door, I have my space, it's then at,
Yeah.
6 o'clock, 6:30, please turn that computer off, and then have us
Yeah.
time. And it is about how we've adapt. But I'm looking forward to being out there as, Dapper Suave again, because
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the selling and
Yeah.
meeting people, which is great. So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave this year?
I'm really looking forward to September the 5th. That's my next
Yep.
event. Um, and then I'm in the November one, November the 14th, I think it is now,
Yes.
isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in
Excellent.
between, I'm at the artisan market.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, with that as well, the November one, no, sorry, October, they moved the date, because it's usually the first Sunday. I know that they moved it because the guy was eventually, who does the gazebos, is getting married finally. I think
Oh, right.
yeah, I think after a couple of times this year. So hence that's why it's changed. And then obviously
Okay.
December and September, the artisan market. So we always sort of make sure that people know about the artisan market. I was saying yesterday, a lot of people don't know about it still. So we need to sort of we need to get people to, instead of
Get the
driving in
message
to see
out.
us, to get in to see
Yeah.
the town and see, and pop along to these lovely, coffee shops and the shops that are open on a Sunday, when they,
Mm.
when they do open. But let's not go so much into that. It is, when these events are going on.
We'll be
Come
here
on,
all
guys,
day, David. Yeah.
open your shops up. People want to shop. They want to shop local, and people moan about it, but then they're closed on a Sunday. But that's not for me to tell people how to run their businesses. Get off my soapbox. So sort of lastly as well, why did you choose to work with us? And that, I mean, you've been with us for 3 years now, haven't you? Right back in Crossways. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, that was a good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I like that you're local. I try not to travel more than 10 miles to get to any event. You're
Yeah.
very reasonably priced. And above all, you create quite a good vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Your head will enlarge and go off the screen at this point, but you do know how to create a good almost a party atmosphere at events, and you're relentless with your encouragement. So yes, it's um,
Yeah.
it's all good. And
Yeah.
congratulations to you for keeping us going over the last difficult couple of years as well. That can't have been
Yeah.
easy. You did it.
No, yeah. And there are those times where, I think what we went through last year, there was so much of, I'm not giving up. I'm so, and that kind of, sometimes you get that negativity from people of, what about this? What about that? And it's like, no, whatever we'll do, we will. And that's why and if it wasn't for probably last year, we wouldn't have gone bigger. We wouldn't have we would have probably stayed quite small. And, but now it gave us that challenge to actually say, yeah, there are lots of businesses out there. Even as I'm speaking now, I'm still finding lots more businesses, making sure that they are right for our events
Yeah.
as well, and making sure that we have that mix of different people that, when they come along, they're not going to expect, if they come along and expect to see you, well, no, you're at the artisan market always. And also I'm looking at other ways that people can find you as well, and that's something exciting that we're looking for as well, so they know where to find you, because that does happen. We get a lot of people afterwards, oh, such and such, have I frozen?
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
No, you're all right
Oh,
now.
technology.
Yeah.
I'm all right now. But anyway, have you got anything else to say? Or, I mean, obviously being your first 10 out of 10, your first ITG live. Anything else that you want to put in there at all?
No, I think that's it. I had a good look at your questions, and yeah,
Good.
that's fine. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Fantastic. Well, we'll see Stevie at September event, as we say, September 5th.
Yeah.
As I keep saying, everyone, if you can just buy your tickets, they are free, but we are with all of our events now till the end of the year. We are making sure that it's a ticketed event. We want to make sure there's a lovely, nice, steady flow of customers throughout the day. As feedback from everyone, I don't want to open the doors like we did in 2019 and we couldn't move for 2 hours. So we just want to make sure that the customers are comfortable and also the exhibitors are comfortable as well. And it also, when you've got people staggered through the day, it gives you time to actually talk to the customers about what you want. I know for one, you like this space as well, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's nice to be able to have time to chat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of you sort of miss those customers where you kind of see them come in, you're ready and that as well. So, it is a little bit more relaxed. We're still keeping with the one-way system. I know people now, even, when I'm out and about, people kind of do, you've got people with masks, you haven't. That's, now we have that choice. And I won't be taking that choice away from people. If they want to wear masks, if they want, one-way system, they want to go the wrong way, fine. But there are still kind of things that we need to stick to make sure that it's all comfortable. So this, as I say, this will go out onto onto ITGB, onto the post on Instagram. It'll also go onto YouTube, so anyone wants to watch it there. We do a quick blog about you as well, and also it goes onto LinkedIn. So lots and lots of different ways out there, so people can find you. We're back tomorrow with the lovely Fran McCaskill. She's a glass lady. I think she was at the Artisan Market opposite you on Sunday. So we'll be chatting to her tomorrow. And that's it for me. Have a lovely day. You did really, really well. Lovely to see you. We almost look identical with our little glasses, don't we? Look. We look like the two Ronnies. And nice to see you as well. Hills has joined us. We know, obviously, Hills. Lovely to say a little hello to her. Lovely to see you both. There we go. So great to see you. And back tomorrow. See you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.